Hey y'all, Jan from an Alaskan Crafter here. How does everybody do today? We're doing okay. Welcome to my mess. Quite a mess. Very much so a mess. I may even have to go hire some child to come help me put yarn in totes. No. Anyhow, I hope everybody is doing great today. It is Monday. I hope everybody, if you had to go back to work today, that it was a good day to go back and things were smooth riding. Oh, today's video is just going to be new. I got a little bit of this, I got a little bit of that, and I got a little bit of this and this and this. Not quite that much, but yeah. So we're going to start off with a finished object. Yeah, I finished something, and it's not just a square or a hat. Wow. I finished a shrug. I'm not going to take a picture. I may put it in when the picture's taken. I will put it in my community tab. The reason why I don't have one right now is Jeff Lope has been in the garage most of the day and he's elbow deep in grease. Not a great person to say, honey, can you take a picture? And I'm sorry, I can't lift my shoulder up past that, so it's going to have to be kind of cattywampus so you can get the gist of it this way. There we go. And the back basically is the same. Well, not basically, it is the same. It's just two squares. The pattern is from drops, and I'll leave the information in the description box. There's the back. The back doesn't have the froofy around it, which is okay. I don't need the froofy around it. Shoot me now. The patterns go by numbers, and it's either pattern 90-20 or 90-22, but it is called Lake Erie. I'll put the information in the description box. It is a simpler, if that's a word, a more simple pattern to put together. And if you're consistent in crocheting, crocheting to get it done, you can smash it out. It's 4 squares. You put them together, and then you do the little trim. I do like the putting together because it's kind of like a, I don't know, a ladder. I'm sorry. Our son isn't home yet, and like you guys, I've told you a whole bunch of times, she is not afraid of trucks. Hold please. Okay. The yarn I used is a local yarn. Their company is called Alaska Jude's Yarn, and that's all of the main panels. It's worsted superwash 8-ounce 560 yards. This one did not have the name on it, but I just kind of randomly call it blueberry, because to me it just resembles, you got your before and after kind of look. But then the yarn that I used to put it together, because if I didn't say it, I didn't have enough of the original yarn. But the yarn I used to put it together and put the little fluffies on it was a yarn that Thrifts from Thrifts and Stitches, I believe is how her, so bad. I was on one of her dying lives quite a while ago. It was last year, and she was doing an experiment with dye and fiber, and she said, "Okay, we're done. Who wants this?" Me. I like to, have odd things. Well, it wasn't odd, not at all. Uh-oh, there it is. This is the other Hank. Oh, goodness. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And this is what I used on the shrug. There's a little bit of difference. There's a lot more of the lighter color in this one than there was this. Had something to do with, I don't dye yarn, so I have no idea. So anyhow, I also had this in my stash, but it was too different. You want a contrast, or you want, this was too much. So even Jeff Loeb said, no. So that's my FO. The acquisition I have also kind of will run me into my shout outs. Spring the Fiber Enthusiast is one of, thank you for holding. She is one of the most multi-talented people I know. When the talent bus came around her, she kept getting on. Round, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. This girl has done, this woman has done so many different things. I mean, cross stitch, beading, crocheting, knitting, and that's just like this much of the things that she's done. Weaving, she's now making lamp work beads. She spins, she dyes her own yarn. The list could go on and on and on. She's very, very talented. But with all that talented, she is one of the most down-home, beautiful inside and out peoples I have had the pleasure to meet via YouTube. Would it be a dream to meet her face to face? Absolutely. Because I really have that feeling that what you see on the camera is who she really is. Just a warm, loving person, but I can guarantee you she takes no And anyway, the last live I was on with her, she showed this. This is one of the lampwork beads she has made. And I know it's really hard. There we go. That's kind of a gray silver. It does have some black in it, but look at that blue, y'all. See, can I get the sun to... No, all you're getting is the window reflection. There's a little bit. Look at that blue. Oh my gosh, if that's not like a cobalt blue, y'all. Oh. When I really looked at it and I have it towards the light, I was just in awe. As a beader, I have worked with lampwork beads many years ago. And many years ago, something like this could have cost you $45-50. And I'm sure if you went into a frou-frou store or a foo-foo store, whatever, you're probably going to spend about the same still. I'm not going to tell you how much I spent on it, but I am going to tell you her prices are extremely reasonable. With shipping, and I'm rounding, I paid $25 for this. This isn't an easy process. She hasn't been doing it for that long. She does have videos of her doing them. Sadly, I have not watched those videos at this time. But I will. She has encouraged me because I would love to learn how to spin. It's just finding the right time to go to our local yarn store and take a class, because their classes are usually either at the end of the day or on the weekend. And I could go to the on the weekend one, and I could even go on the evening one. But by the end of the day, especially in the summertime, we're both just kind of like, nope, spent. This summer, not so much, because neither one of us have done a whole bunch of anything. Me, mostly. He's been working on automotive things. So Spring, the fiber enthusiast, she's addictive. I cannot say anything that I have seen of her, watched of her, or even have heard on the YouTube streets, because you know how people are. They just like to. I have not heard anything about that with Spring. She does live here in the States. Yeah, she's hit a milestone. She's at 3,000 subscribers now. Awesome. Let's get her way past that 3,000 milestone. Okay, the next person I would like to shout out is our famous Jackie at Crochet ADHD. Yes, I do have an issue saying it. Crochet ADHD. In my brain, it's Crochet HD. It's CROCHADHD. Okay, that explains her. She crochets, she's an 80s child, and she has ADHD like nobody's business. The nice thing with her is she knows how to edit, and she edits hers out. I want her to teach me how she edits that part out. She does have very fun videos. She's able to put in the sound effects where the sound effects go. It's not real long sound effects, like, you might get a ding dong or whatever. Hi.
Hi.
He's not elbow deep in grease anymore.
Only because I cleaned up, you didn't see it.
Oh, okay. So anyhow, we are trying to figure out somehow, some way. Sorry, Dad came in, so that means it's time to eat.
Eat the dog.
Hey, indoor voice. Indoor voice. You should see the look I'm getting. Anyhow, we're trying to get her into the ambassador of the 80s. If it's 80s, she knows it. And if she doesn't know it, she will figure it out. She is multi-talented also. She sews. She is kind of new. It frustrates her, but I think she does it when she's already kind of, I'm not too sure about this. But the end result that I saw looked great. She crochets. She knits a little bit, I think. She is a yarn lover, of course, you know. And she Tunisian crochets, y'all. She did a section with a segment, not section, segment with taking a knit pattern and turning it into a Tunisian pattern. And I know some people are going, okay, you know, that, no, I'm sorry. In my mind, that's like, wow. And I hear my mother back here saying, well, if you put your mind to it, you can do anything you want to. Yeah, it would take me a long time to figure it out. Let's see what else. She has her mannequin. There's a little bit of my mannequin right there. You can sit down, you won't be in the video. Is named Hetty. And Hetty always has something neat on, and it's usually something from the 80s. It's even potentially something that Jackie made from sewing. She also has a Not Hetty. And when her and Not Hetty get together, oh my, laughter, laughter. So far, one of the best videos is her, she purchased some of the 80s style scratch and sniff stickers, you know, the ones that we got, well, I was a little older in the 80s, but you had pizza, popcorn, root beer. Those are the ones that I remember. But Not Hetty is blindfolded Jackie, scratches, and it's just hysterical. Oh, you have to go watch it. Watch it. One of it. Oh yes, Jackie's sense of humor. If you don't laugh at her videos or at some of her humor, there's something seriously wrong with you. Sorry to say, but yeah, she's very fun. She's very ADHD squirrel, and maybe that's why I like her so much. We're kind of been akin. Anyway, please go throw some yarn in her window. Make sure the window is open, please, and don't hit her in the head. Please. Oh, and Jackie was one of our volunteers for June to make footwear. And I think she did an excelente job. Yeah, she knocked that one out of the park. And I'm not just saying that because, you know, she was one of our peoples on there. What she made, because there's a lot of increases, a lot of decreases, a lot of increases, a lot of decreases, and you really have to pay attention. And if you have ADHD, you have to understand how difficult that is. Did I? Oh, crap, I don't remember. Frog. Me. I'm not saying that's Jackie. So please, yes, go subscribe to Jackie. She could use some subbies. She could use some love. Oh, she's not a love child because she wasn't born in the 60s. Okay, she's an honorary love child. Okay, last but not least, Diane, my pink bathtub. What a hoot. I recently, with a few of my Zoomy sisters, was honored to meet her on Zoom, which, again, she is who you see. And Jackie, too. I don't want to make it sound like Jackie's not who she, yeah. Okay, insert. Foot. Diane primarily is a knitter. If you saw Lala Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, she had those polar bear mittens. Diane is the one who knitted those for her. She is in Manitoba, Canada. Sorry, allergies. She's pretty new to the YouTube streets. I think she has about 700, 800 subscribers. Let's get those numbers way up there. She's recently retired, so she's like kind of trying to figure out how to fill in a little bit here and a little bit there. She is doing a collaboration with, I think Cathy is in the title. I'll put everything down in the description box. She's doing a Christmas in July collaboration with her. Diane does the even days, Cathy does the odd days. So every other day, you're seeing what they have sent each other. And there's some really nice yarn to be seen. Very, very nice yarn. And Diane is making, Santa's laundry line. And she has a pair of long johns, and she was doing Santa's coat, but something happened. And she said, why am I even trying to attempt to make a coat? It's too hot for a coat. Hello? Yeah. Even up here, it's too warm for a coat. So I think that one is on hold for now. And she's knitting these. These aren't crocheted, but she has stuck her toe in the crochet world. She made, for her very first crochet item, she made a little chick. A peep. Well, not a peep, but a little round, foofy chick. And she did it in 2 days. And she's like, well, it took me 2 days. Are you kidding? Some of us who've been crocheting amigurumis, if you've got bad hands, in which she was struggling because there's different muscles you use between knit and crochet. And she still got it done in a couple of days. And you know she wasn't sitting there all day long, both times doing it. I bet you she had that done in a day if you were to combine the time together. She has some humor that's just spectacular. Today's video, she had tree frogs that she showed us. Just need to really go check her out. She's very knowledgeable. She's talented. She's funny. She's just a good old gal. Anyhow, those are my shout outs. I hope that y'all go throw some yarn in. They're open windows, no breaking windows. And please don't hit them in the head. I know it's soft, but it's very surprising. Ask Jeffalope. I've thrown yarn at him before. Did I get in trouble? He's nodding his head. So anyhow, I hope your Monday was a great Monday. We had a fairly decent Monday. The clouds are lifting. The blue is coming in. Yeah. So everybody have a great evening. I'm sure there's some people, what time is it? Oh yeah, I'm sure there's people getting ready to go to bed. So anyhow, you guys take care. We'll talk to you later. Bye now.